Right, so this is Nozawa Onsen, and it's renowned for amazing natural hot spring, and that is one of the hot springs I went into this day. And down the bottom there's Leanne and John and Steph. Beautiful, beautiful onsen. But this is why we went to Nozawa Onsen. How to describe this? Okay. So, it's a big fire festival that happens in deep winter. And in this village, the unlucky ages are 25 and 42. And for some reason unknown to me, these ages are bad. So, if you are 25, you have to stand at the bottom of a highly flammable construction and defend it from from the rest of the village trying to burn it down. If you are 42, you are sitting on top of this highly flammable construction, hoping that the 25-year-olds defend it from going up in smoke. And this is just the procession down to the battleground, I suppose, through the snowy streets. So Nozawa also has an amazing ski area as well, very good ski area. So I've been told, I have not skied there yet, but this is just the procession. Much shouting, a lot of fire, and a shocking amount of very drunk Japanese men wielding fire sticks like this. You can't really call that a stick, can you? Oh no, there's John. He got roped into carrying one of these poles that later turns out to be a big sort of pole you put up vertically with decorations. Very beautiful. And yeah, pretty icy to walk down to the main area. You can see all the compact snow there. It's just turned to ice at the minute. And here we are. This is the construction here on the right. Yeah. So it's got 5 trees in the middle of it, I think. Yeah, 5. Well, not 5 trees, but 5 tree trunks that have been positioned there, and that's the main support for it. It's big. It's a big thing, and all made out of this straw at the end of the day. So highly flammable. So down at the bottom here, here you go. This is the 25-year-olds, and there's an entranceway just behind them there that goes into the middle of it, and that's where the rest of the village has to try and run in and make this thing catch fire, and then it catches fire all the way up, I guess. And the 42-year-olds are sitting. Oh, there's the 42-year-olds. They're sitting on top. What a wise move. I would not want to live in this village. I certainly wouldn't want to be 25 or 42. That's such a bizarre festival. I would love to know where this originates or how it came to be. I've got to find out more information about it. It's just fascinating. This is all just the preparation. People carrying various items to the festival area. And here we go. This is the start of it. It's been a mad night going to see this. A mad night. This is one of the best fire festivals in Japan. And it certainly proved to be, that's for sure. God. Yeah, here's the 25-year-olds. They are tough 25-year-olds. God, they were fighting like a whole village, with a whole crowd of people coming towards them with big fire, with just like fire sticks, bashing them over their heads. It was, wow. They were properly violent, that's for sure. Properly violent. Oh yes, and just before drumming, there was a decent fireworks display. It's a pretty poor representation of it, but and there was some good old taiko drumming just to get the mood going. There was a real sense of anticipation at this festival. You could tell something big was really going to happen. I mean, look at this. It's a pretty sizable bonfire. I don't know what that is at the end of the day. But structurally supported, you know, I don't know how many men there are up on top of it. It was awesome. Yeah, and that pole you saw John carrying earlier turned out to be this construction on the right here, and placed it up vertically, and then all the decorations hang off of it. But this is a big festival. You can see I think that's a light or a microphone. The TV crews, cameramen, a lot were here. Very busy. So the fireworks and then the taiko drumming, and now we have the villagers starting to attack the entranceway to this construction. And God, did they attack with ferocity, these 25-year-olds. 25-year-olds getting bopped over the head with these torches, getting them chucked straight at them, getting them just putting them anywhere, and some of the villagers were ganging up, so there was sometimes, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 people running at these 25-year-olds at the same time. And then slowly more of the village got involved, so all the flames here you can see, they're getting more and more involved, and yeah, God, 25-year-olds, that's all I can say. And then the 42-year-olds on top, hoping that the 25-year-olds managed to stop the rest of the village from catching them alight too early. It was really a mad experience to see this. And it wasn't, like, this whole ceremony wasn't acted out. The villagers were trying to set them alight, that's for sure. There were people falling over. It wasn't quite fighting, but it wasn't far off. Fierce defensive action and fierce attacking. That's what I would say. And you can see the 5 trees sort of going up through the middle of it, that are the main supports for this thing. And of course all this is on, I don't know how much snow. I don't know if this structure was built before it snowed or what. I don't know. Oh, and that was the end. Yeah, that was the end. So the 25-year-olds successfully managed to defend the entrance, and all the time the main bonfire was being pushed down the ice, nearer and nearer, and now that the 42-year-olds have safely got off from the top via a nice wooden ladder, and the bonfire's been pushed right into the middle of it, and now it's this massive structure is catching alight. Yeah, I'm sure if the 25-year-olds weren't so good at defending, I'm sure the villagers could get through. So I think this would be a festival that changes every year depending on how strong that batch of 25-year-olds is, I guess. Yeah, and this is just behind it now. It's properly catching alight. It was a mad festival to see. Mad. Here around the back was this big chunk from the top just fell off, and it was getting quite dangerous for a while. And you could tell the sort of the higher stage that had been built out where the 42-year-olds were standing, you could tell that it was just going to suddenly slide down the 5 trees at some point. And not create an explosion, but just create a big heat sensation around that area. Yeah, here it is. So those sort of decorations, those pole decorations you saw earlier, they started to put them into the fire as well. It was a big fire. Yeah, big fire. As they were putting in this one nearest to us, yeah, I got up here and took some good close-up shots. And putting this nearest decoration, it's sort of leaning into it. There you go, leaning into it. As that sort of happened, that whole sort of, I don't know what you'd call it, first level, or where the 42-year-olds were, it just went straight down, and it caused a lot of panic in the crowd. I was at the front, and I didn't move. I wanted to take photos, but behind me there was a big drop down into an ice-cold river, or a little stream, and the lady fell down into that when this happened, and got very cold. Suddenly she was very hot to very cold, but she was okay. The woman over here is so tough. She was fine. She was more concerned about her digital camera, I think. I think she lost it actually. So yeah, that's a decoration going into the fire there on the left. It's a damn hot fire. Much sake was being drunk. People were coming round with sake tied around their necks, offering it to you. Bottles with a cup tied to the neck of the bottle. It was really nice. Yeah, that's the second to last one going in. This festival, I really did feel a bit like Michael Palin going to see this, because it was just straight out of one of his travel programs. It was mad.